Hotline Miami is an experience. You start off a game by being questioned by 3 people in a mask, asking you why you're here. Then you wake up to encrypted phone calls telling you to go places that are full of people that you need to kill. The first thing that will pop into your head is, what the fuck is happening? And believe me, that won't be the first time you'll be asking yourself that. You are a man, i.e. Jacket. Over the span of time, you'll be given phone calls that sound like they're random, but they're actually locations to people you have to kill, that later on you learn are members of the Russian Mafia. After your killing sprees, you go to a random locations, a convenience store, a pizza place, a VHS store, and a bar. And at all of those locations, you're greeted by an orange bearded man who seems to be Jacket's friend. Throughout the game, Jacket collects news clippings of the murder sprees, showing that Jacket takes pride to killing Russians. All that doesn't mean he isn't human, as during the intro of the game, you kill a homeless guy. After that, Jacket barks. And in one of the levels, you see a girl that's being abused, and then save her and take her back to your house. It just shows that Jacket is human, he just hates Russians. Now we're in part 2 of the story, where we meet the 3 masked figures again, and our room looks filthier than before. Richard, the man who's wearing the rooster mask, gives you 4 questions to ponder, and the scene quickly ends. Some missions do become slightly different than usual, as you are sent to check a power outage, and the person they sent before failed to finish the job. You see another masked man being interrogated, with the doors wide to explode. On your stop to the convenience store, another masked man is being brutally beaten by members of the Mafia, and at the end, he's dead. By the way, remember that girl you saved? Well, she stays with you and cleans up the place as time passes. This mission tells us that the VIPs are here at our hotel, and it's our job to greet them. What are you looking at, janitor? You wanna know what the best way to greet someone? Fucking bullets, that's what! Why are these things devoted to these janitors? It turns out that the VIPs we killed were politicians that were linked to the Russo-American Coalition, whatever that is. On one of our missions, it seems that there's a prank caller at the telephone company, and we gotta deal with them. We're now in part 3, and this is where the tone of the game shifts. The room is disgustingly filthier than before, and there's blood surrounding the mafia-looking man. Richard leaves you with 3 predictions on what's to come. On our way to the convenience store, Beard tells us that all this is not really happening, and what happened to Biker was real. Confusing? Yes. Foreshadowing a plot twist? Absolutely. From now on, whenever we go to stores, Beard is seen dead, and a man in a green jacket is in charge of those stores. Also, there are many dead Mafia members that you hallucinate, maybe hinting that Jacket is mentally broken. Now we're in part 4. Instead of talking to the masked figures, we instead walk into an apartment, wondering what's going on. All we see is a man in a rat mask and Jacket's dead girlfriend, and when we confront him, he shoots him. This is when we learn the truth as we respond, but see our own body on the ground and Richard on the couch. He berates us by telling us whatever we do from now on won't matter at all, and that we'll never know the truth on why this happened, and it's our own fault. Jacket leaves the room, now in a patient gown, and realizes that he's in a coma. Jacket has been in a coma for 4 weeks, hearing that his girlfriend is dead and the culprit is in jail. Jacket escapes and returns to her apartment, grabbing his clothes and heads to the police station to find a culprit. We confront him, learning that he wasn't a complete monster, and that he was one of the unlucky bastards who was getting calls, telling him to kill Jacket. He informs Jacket that the police have more info on the phone calls. The info leads him to a club connected to the phone calls and kills everyone. We get the info we need. Then, after reviewing the information, we head into their HQ. We're confronted by 3 goons in the beginning, and heads to the boss's room. After killing 2 Panthers and his bodyguard, the boss kills himself to deny Jacket satisfaction of killing him. We head to the top of the building, killing an elderly mafia leader, then walk out to the balcony, ending the game. We rewind to the past, playing as Biker, who seems to be sick of something and wants out. A bartender informs him to go to the Blue Dragon. That's right, the Biker that we killed from before was actually one of the agents that the callers were using. He interrogates the guy, learning that he has to hack into their system, which is at the telephone company we saw him in the first place. Jacket confronts him like we saw before, but instead of killing Biker, Biker kills him. We confront the callers, who seems to be janitors we saw before. If we found all the purple pieces scattered across Jacket's level, it reads out, "I was born in the USA." Being a password for the computer, they explained they're part of a group called 15 Blessings, and that they were threatening members into killing Russians to topple over the Russo-American Coalition and remake America into their image. Tired of this, Biker leaves the janitors alive, and the game truly ends. The gameplay is a quick spurts of bullets, blood, and kick-ass music. You're given an array of animal masks that gives you special perks. The stages are small and are packed with enemies. I love these level designs as they're fair, meaning that they don't make you blame the game because you died. Instead, it makes you learn what not to do. It also helps that when you die, which you will, you respawn back in the beginning of a level. In the beginning of the game, they're short and sweet. Later, they're a little more spacious, but still feels the same. Then they become more dangerous, giving twists where the police raids one of the building you're in, and then you're ambushed by mafia members at the end of one level. The best feature of this game is the music. The music pumps the player with adrenaline, fueling them to continue the killing spree. Most of the time I just pause the game so I can just listen to the music. It's hard to say anything else that's great about this game's music because it's so good. But when you kill everyone, the music ends, leaving an ominous drone as you head back to your car and go back into society. This game leaves the player with more questions than answers. And that's okay. On this journey to look for answers in this crazy acid trip, I ended up satisfied. Though I want to know how 50 Blessings plan to topple the coalition, Biker actually died or survived his encounter, who the hell is Beard, why did Jacket continue killing mobsters, and what the hell do the figures represent, which I did learn later on through YouTube videos. I feel satisfied after playing this game. The ambiguity what draws me into this game. It's what made me love this game when I first played it. It just shows that you don't need to answer every question or have a coherent story to make a great game. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have reached the wrong number.
Oh. Well,